Thanks for checking back in. Finally got a chance to cut a video here. I'm back from skiing for the weekend. I do have no power though, and I have a computer that has a bad battery, so I'm going to have to not be as in-depth as I wanted to tonight, but I'll take you through what the models are showing for Thursday, what my first glance at it is. I don't have the time to put together one of my initial maps tonight because I'm going to run out of battery in my computer, but I'll talk you through it. So let's see what's going on. Let's start off with the European model, because I think that's doing the best job with the storms and the most consistent the whole time. So basically what we have going on, we have southern energy and northern energy interacting, and they try to develop a coastal storm right over our area. Now the question is going to be, where does the storm develop? Is it going to be more offshore, more inland? I do not think, I'm going to be the first to say that this is a snowstorm for anywhere south and east of I-95. I think it's going to be snow changing to rain. I think the real shot here is north and west of I-95 into interior New England. That's where potentially we can see a significant storm. I think the GFS right now is out to lunch. This is the European. This is the GFS, much offshore as you can see. European, GFS. And there's a third model which I hesitate to show, but it's out of this world. It's the Canadian, which is totally closing the storm off, fully phasing both jet streams, and dropping a bomb over our area. And here it is right here. That's the Canadian model, 972 millibar low. It actually even bombs out to 968 when it gets up to Cape Cod. That would be a 1 to 2 foot snowstorm, winds up to 60 miles an hour. A little extreme, I think. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see if that corrects when it comes in a few minutes. But right now I like the European. And again, here's the European. This would give us our area north and west of 95. A good, solid 10 to 12 inches. And interior New England maybe a little bit more, and it will be more of a wetter snow. But let's look at some of the dynamics behind the system and what I'm looking at before I really put my final prediction together, which is going to be tomorrow now because of the lack of power I have in battery life. But here's the GFS model. Hopefully this loads on the video, because sometimes it's delayed. Now what's going on here is it's shooting this energy too far ahead of this energy. So it doesn't phase the storm until it gets offshore more, so you have a surface low out here. Now, if I go to the European, you can see here, what the hell is going on? Hold on. You can see here we have more of a phase solution. Both these jet streams are interacting. Here's a southern branch, here's a northern branch, and that produces the big storm. The Canadian's even more. The Canadian actually is even further south, and that's why it's blowing up a bomb. But so that's what it is. It's an issue of timing, and it's also an issue of taking a look at the upper air data. This ridge out here, we want this ridge to be pumped up. We want this storm system here to not go too far eastward. It's going to flatten the storm and kick it out to sea. Right now, I don't think that's going to happen. I think this ridge is going to hold. And this little feature here in the western Atlantic, this western Atlantic ridge is really the saving grace if you want to see a storm, because it prevents the storm from really cutting too far inland, I think, and it actually is favorable for coastal development, which is good. And of course we have our 50-50, 50 north, 50 west low pressure center over here, which is big for northeast snowstorms. The reason why I think it's going to be warmer though, if I show you right here, this is a high pressure system at the surface that's retreating. High pressure systems spin clockwise, so they bring air in like this. So basically this air is cold here, then it warms up from the ocean, so it filters the warm sector into the storm. This is why I think there's going to be snow change and rain along I-95 and many of those areas. But to summarize, the storm I've been talking about last week as potential is now looking like it's going to form. The question is now, what are the details going to be? I think this is an I-95 Northwest special. I think we could, if this comes together perfectly, we could be seeing accumulations up to a foot, if not more, in the best case scenario. And if the GFS is the winner here, we don't see much at all. But I think the GFS will correct. I think we'll see a decent coastal low out of this. And if I can have access tomorrow morning, I'll put a map out. But that's it for now. Thanks for checking in. Sorry I rushed it a little bit, but like I said, I don't have much battery to work with here. All right, updates to follow.